we've never done this angle before. Can you hear that? It's a storm right now, my dudes. Hey, hello, hi, what is up? Well, I am miacaven and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna be starting a 14-day minimalism challenge, which I saw on Pinterest like 3 months ago. So today, day one is evaluating my spending. Usually this wouldn't be too much of a hassle because I am known to be a miser, which means I don't spend a lot, and I think like my entire life I've had like this whole, even like if I have money, I don't want to spend it, I don't want to do anything with it. Just like since having a mental breakdown, spending money has been comfort for me. So now it's a bit more of an issue. Did you? I swear to God, if you, I didn't. That was lightning. Oh, I'm so happy I love storms so much. Here's the thing, later on in this 14-day challenge, there's one where you evaluate income, and my income is not continuous and steady, which isn't a bad thing. I have a great income, but it ranges every week. Some weeks will be less, some weeks will be 10 times more. It genuinely depends, and it's all because I'm basically on commission, and that's cool. I vibe with it. I make more money than a lot of people my age. So the way that I evaluate both my spending and my income is the same way. Okay, so the way I do it is via my Notion. Notion is an organizing website. I did a whole like tour of my Notion. Since then I've vamped it up a bit, added stuff, updated it. I update it every day. But today I'm gonna go to Money Diaries. When I showed this my Notion in the tour, I didn't show this because I actually hadn't used it yet. We're gonna see what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in to, I'm gonna try zoom in just to my expended. Okay, so in about 2 months I've spent almost £400. This is since my breakdown. Usually I don't spend that much money, and I will admit that most of it is on coffee. Most of it is on food, travel, coffee, those things, the essentials in my brain. However, on days like this, as you can see it here, a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago I think, I spent more money than I've ever spent in simply a week. I'm gonna show you what I bought. It was fucking worth it, and considering the fact that I'm only mentally just getting better now, I'm allowed to treat myself. You're gonna see. Listen, okay? For 2 years, I have wanted these shoes. 2 years. They're handmade. Handmade. How the fuck does someone have the skill to hand make these? I will put pictures here of me in them. I look stunning. They fit me perfectly. I'm in love. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. I'm allowed. However, let me get into more. So what I did to ensure that big purchases don't happen every week is there was this section on my Notion. I think it was on my 8-week plan. So you have your goals, you put in your goals, and then by the end it says I commit to completing these goals by date. That date is 2 months apart because it's an 8-week plan. So by the end of the 8 weeks, if completed, I'll reward myself with such and such and such. That purchase of my boots was at the end of my 8 weeks, hence the big purchase. Now, by June 30th, I will do another big purchase with a bin shop at this store that I'm obsessed with and have nothing from yet. But between now and that time, it will be minimal spending. So it will be just food and travel and things like that. That's how I control my spending. So I will see you guys tomorrow on day 2. Is it day 2? Yes. Am I in the same pajamas? Yes. I promise to be in different clothes tomorrow. Day 2 is getting rid of 10 items of clothing. Here's the thing, right? This is hard because I moved like 2 months ago, so almost all my belongings have been cut down anyway. So I don't know if I'll find 10 things that I don't want or need, but hopefully I will, because I don't like not completing things the way I should. The thing is, like, my entire room is just closet. So I've got all these. I've got one there, but I use that for books and shit. Got ones above my bed, but I put all my guitars up there. There's 2 over there, my mum uses those. There's one above my desk, which I don't actually know if I've even used that yet. And then the ones on the left of my desk are more clothes of mine. So I use up roughly 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, roughly 6 for my clothes, which sounds like a lot, but they're not full. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but they're really not full. It's a tip. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I got 3. These I love, but they're too small for me. This is really old, I'll never wear it again. These I bought recently, but they don't fit. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find any in here. Oh! I forgot, I have drawers there and there. Okay, we're gonna do that one first. Let's go over there. This one is actually like my dresses and shoes. These count, right? That's 5 things. This shouldn't be in here. This should be in my other one. But and I have my berets. So okay, so we got 2 more pieces. I think so far that's good, right? I think that's all right. Let's go to my drawers. Socks. Can you get rid of socks? Does that count? I'm gonna sit here and unravel all of them and see which ones have holes in them. Did we do it? Is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! You know what? I'm gonna take it because there are 2 in each of these, so technically I did over 10. But these are my 9 clothes that I'm gonna be throwing the fuck away. I will see you in tomorrow, day 3. Today, hello, is day 3. We are doing one of the things I have wanted to do for a very long time, which is the morning routine. So again, I use Notion for absolutely everything. It is the best way to be organized and a minimalist. But so I got this, I said this last time in my tour of my Notion, but I got this entire template from twirling pages on YouTube. So most of this was already here for morning routine. Make your bed, affirmations, brush your teeth, skincare routine, practice language, meditate, journal, workout, shower. Now I'm gonna mix it up a bit. So make your bed, no, journal is gonna be first. I have, oh my god, I forgot to do it today. We can do it today, in fact, because I'm not gonna do the whole routine. So I have this 5-minute gratitude journal. Every day you put in, I am grateful for, what can make today great, daily affirmation, and then at night you write 3 amazing things that happened today and how could you have made the day better. So when I wake up, that's the first thing I do usually. I forgot to do that today. Then I make my bed. I play affirmations whilst like brushing my teeth, so I guess brushing your teeth goes first. I like to do my skincare also whilst doing my affirmations. These are kind of at like the same time. I haven't practiced language for months. because of my little breakdown. So I'm gonna try to get back on top of that, but that won't be first thing. That will probably be the last. Shower actually would be before skincare routine. It would go a bit like that. Meditate. Yeah, I meditate after my shower. Here's the thing, I don't really usually work out. I work out every now and then, but I always do like a bit of yoga. But now I've started to go back to yoga classes because COVID has lifted the rules a bit, so I can go back. So I'm just thinking like, if I work out, that would be before like my shower, but I'm not gonna put that in there because I do yoga, and now yoga is at night. So I meditate. Meditate is just as good. And then like, yeah, the last thing will be practice language, and I think I would do that like whilst having breakfast. So that is gonna be my morning routine, I guess. I think I do this anyway. I just think I wanted to like get it down. I will see you guys tomorrow, day 4. Why am I dressed up, you ask? I'm going to a coffee shop, and I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I woke up in a bad mood and I thought, how do you usually make yourself feel pretty amazing? By looking good, bitch. Leo, after all, come on now. You know the answer. Today, what are we doing today? Today is day 4. We are finally going over income. Okay, so we go to money diaries. Okay, so you know what, it's fine. I'll disclose shit, it's cool. I don't really care about people knowing how much I earn right now. So, I started my job in August. It's tarot, so completely self-made. In that aspect, you know, self-employed, and started off by earning like £30 a week, and now I earn up to about like 200. Sometimes it will literally be, if you see here, like 50 quid, and then other days it will be again like almost 200. So that's what I was mentioning in the first clip of this video. It's very up and down, it's on commission, it really depends. You know, it'll go back down, it'll go back up. On average, I get about 150 a week. And you know, that's decent for me, for my age, for what I need, the fact I don't have bills, etc., etc. Most of my money I save, and I don't like to spend, as I showed you guys, like, you know, 15 quid. I spend as little as possible. There will be the often buy, as I said, but aside from that, I don't like to spend a lot. My prices go up around every 2 months. I didn't put them up until very recently because of my little breakdown, but now that I'm kind of like back on track with things, in about a month, I will up them again, and hence why the income continues to grow. That's the good thing about commission. You kind of start to learn your worth, and it can increase at your own hand, kind of thing. So yeah, on average around 150, and that will continue to grow from here on out. So I think like the whole point of this bit for the video was like, once you calculate the income, you can calculate like a personal budget. For me, I just don't spend, but if you want to calculate a personal budget, I think it's quite easy to do in the first half of this, the first bit of this video, where you calculate often outcome. So yeah, for me, that's like, I have all of this sorted. I love Notion. If you look at Notion here, like, it's just so beautiful. You can put in the type. So what is this? Work, and oh no, this was personal, and this is work. And then you just continue to add, do tarot there. And yeah, you have all the dates. It's just excellent. It's a great way to calculate everything. I am not a math person, okay? Like, the only reason I didn't fail is because I taught myself everything in the last like 3 months before my exams. And after those GCSEs were done, baby, I was gone. Mathematics, no, never again. Could have very nearly failed. I failed like all my classes and then didn't fail the exam. But yeah, I'm not a math person, so this doing it all for me is exactly what I need. So yeah, that's money diaries all done now. I will see you guys tomorrow, day 5. Hello, today is day 5 and 6, and here's the reason why. Day 5 was cleaning out drawers. I don't have drawers. The only drawers I have my underwear in them, and so I can't really do anything about that. Everything that I would put in drawers are in a cupboard, and that was sorted out a very long time ago when I moved. So day 5 is for you. Please, you know, if you're doing this too, go ahead, go do that. But day 6 is unsubscribing, unfollowing people. I love doing this. I do this monthly anyway. But today I'm just going to do it on YouTube because I'm currently not like active on my Twitter and really not that active on Instagram anyway, whilst I'm filming this at least. So we're just gonna go through all my subscriptions.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. You fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. I call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and blues, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got thudders and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and blues, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got thudders and 100 rounds too.
Okay, so I just unsubbed from like over 10 accounts. None of it was personal. It was mainly just people who were inactive, had no videos, wasn't the content I watch anymore. It always feels good to do that, so I highly recommend doing it. I love you guys. I will see you in day 7 tomorrow. Today is day 7 and we are going to do something that I love doing and I've been doing by accident, completely forgetting that it's part of the challenge, is decluttering my laptop. So here's the tea. I just figured like if I show you guys what I'm doing it's boring, so I'm obviously going to speed it up, but I'm going to give you tips on how to like delete shit. So I'm just gonna go ahead, delete some stuff. I'm deleting a bunch of old projects I haven't like touched in God knows how fucking long. So often if you, so I've gone all the way to the bottom, so I've had this laptop since 2017. If you go all the way to the bottom, you can usually see blank documents like that. So you just delete that because it means there's nothing there anyway. Okay, and then here's the second tip. Usually when you have a duplicate of a document, it will have a 2 at the end, but a space between the name of the document or the number of the document, and then a 2 dot what type of document it is, aka JPEG, PDF, etc, etc. So here I have 2 of the same thing. It says signs dot and then document and then signs 2 dot document. So signs 2 is the one that I'm gonna throw in the trash. So you can either go through everything like individually, which to be honest it sounds like a lot, and like considering I've had this since 2017 it is quite a lot of you know, photos and stuff. But I think the best thing about it is like if you just want to delete a bunch of things that are duplicated, you find that if you airdrop a lot of your stuff, which I do, it naturally duplicates, and I don't know why, and I think it's just like a little bit of a glitch. But so then we move to trash, empty trash, bam, that's like 100 things gone. Then I go to search and I type in 2.pdf and there's nothing. 2.jpeg. So okay, by doing that you bring up the duplicates. So I'm just gonna delete all my duplicates now. Okay, so that's all my 2-point JPEGs, and then 2-point MOV, and then empty all that, get rid of that shit. So that's space cleared up on my freaking laptop. Thank God for that, because it was starting to say it had no space because I've filmed so many YouTube videos for the next upcoming month or two. I think we're done for that today. I'll see you guys tomorrow in day 8. I have a massive iced coffee in my massive tea mug. Yes. Okay, here's the really annoying thing. First of all, I know I'm in like the same jumper I'm in every single day. It's fine. I live with this. The annoying thing is, there's day 8, 9, and 10 I'm doing in one day. Here's the reason why. 1, day 8 is get rid of like a bunch of books. This is how many books I have. Then I have Tokyo Ghoul down there, like the entire series, and then like art books. I'm way too organized for this challenge and it sucks. So yeah, I can't really get rid of any. Day 9 is notifs, like controlling notifications, but I don't have notifications on anyway. But day 10, I think we can do day 10. So you go to day 8 and 9, and I'm gonna go set up for day 10. I feel like this is a very small amount to what most people have, including men. That's fine. So this is my main bag. This is like everything I use. So everything in here I need pretty much, if I'm going to be honest with you. So I won't go through that one. This is where the shit comes in. This shit is so old, it's bad. Like I can't even express how gross it all is. Like, ugh. Okay, this can definitely fuck. Okay.
The little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned.
Everything here is literally just brushes. That's literally it. So I got a few things, but that was not good. A few things, you know, small things counts. See you tomorrow, day 11. Today is day 11 and 12. Again, there is one I cannot physically do. So I'm gonna do day 11, but day 12 is, you guys can do it. It is deleting apps. I have an issue with keeping apps I don't use anyway. Plus, like I said, I'm not on my phone at the moment, so I'm gonna do that one. So that's up to you guys. But day 11 is focusing on time blocking and single tasking, which is so hard for me, like so hard for me to do. I am the biggest multitasker you will ever meet. Genuinely, like I cannot do one thing at a time. I'm always like I'm always, you know, writing one thing whilst watching another thing whilst listening to, literally I listen to 3 things at once. This is where I time block. I time block in my calendars and on my Notion. So as you can see, record podcast, go to town. However, so like this is like the most, this is like where everything is. However, usually if we go into my home, I have everything here. So, you know, this is just like every day, and then usually, so now we're at the end of the week, like everything is like gone. It helps on Notion that you can list everything. So I'm not at uni anymore, you know, the first year ended, but you know, this is where I time block my content creation. I've been doing this since January. So this is everything I have coming up, sneak peek. As you can see, all the links are here, everything's here, and all the dates. So I do time block, I just don't have like it evident right now. Like today I will attempt to single task, and I know I will fail. But I will get back to you at the end of the 14 days. So basically in 2 days of filming and let you know how my morning routine, how single tasking, how all these things have helped or benefited me, considering I'm putting them more to the test right now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, day 13. Okay, so today, I want to say day 13. Today is like getting rid of like receipts and shit, which you don't need. So I got all those here. I keep a few receipts, like if they're important receipts. The only thing left in here is vouchers. That's the only place I keep receipts I don't want to keep. And then letters, I literally have a drawer full of some old letters. And I'm gonna go throw these in the bin. It's not a lot, I don't hoard these things. My mum used to hoard receipts a lot. But that's literally day 13. Why do I look so amazing? The answer is because I am amazing. I'm going to a coffee shop again. Gotta look good for the barista, you know? Last week I almost had like a fan fiction moment. It was a bit insane, but for another time. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Tomorrow is the last day, day 14. Hello and welcome to the final day. Today we are doing the final piece, which is in my little notes section in my journal, and it is making rules, so like minimalist rules that you can technically live by, and I assume you know what you learned throughout these 14 days. So I think for me the first one is gonna be, I think the first thing that I learned that I personally would go by is just to always go with a routine, but to like, that doesn't mean it's not a changeable routine, if that makes sense. So, and I think another thing that I would write is to not hold on to things that aren't needed, that don't hold sentiment. You know, it just takes up space and it's just shit. So, you know, that's the opposite of minimalism. So I think the next thing would be do everything in moderation, you know, not to go overboard but also to not go underboard. Does that make sense? I mean, I think those are like the main three which are good enough, but I think what I also was gonna do was say how like these things particularly help me, and I think obviously being organized is very important, especially when it comes to money, but like just in general I think being organized just helps so much, and I've always been a very overly organized person. I think the things that helped me, the things that I wanted to go over were, you know, morning routines. They make me feel so good and help me clear my head, because I usually wake up really clouded and like in a bad mood, and you know, I'm having nightmares at the moment, and I think, you know, a morning routine is just, it clears that fog. And I think the other thing I was going to touch on was single tasking. And single tasking, which I'm doing at the moment more than ever, is really, really good, but I think I'll always be a multitasker, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I just, you know, like when I'm writing, I love to be watching YouTube videos at the same time. I have to be constantly intaking good content, and I think, you know, I could be listening to music, but my mind needs to be really stimulated, and when I'm writing and listening to music, I start singing and then get, you know, distracted. But when I'm watching something, it's just visual. I can kind of block out the sound. And I need background noise for everything. Like even right now, I've got like music on that I'm not listening to, but I need background noise all the time, because I think my mind can go anywhere at any point in time, and I need to ground it, and by doing that, I have loads of noise. And that helps me focus so much. So I think I'll always be a multitasker, but I will also attempt single tasking more than I have, at least, I think. In general, minimalism is something that I've been doing for like a year now. Really got to go into it recently though, and it's great, and I highly recommend it. And if you did this challenge or want to do it, then do it. It's fun, it gives you something to do every day, and I think it's worth it, especially if you haven't ever undergone minimalism. Thank you so much for joining me on this very long video. I apologize for how long it is, but I will see you guys in the next video. I love you.